Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for joining me on my latest Fortnite Creative beginner tutorial video that will show you in a short and compact clip what's the main difference between a switch device and a button device that you can use in your Fortnite Creative Islands. Now, as you can see, I already have both of these in my quick menu, but let's just quickly go over each one. So for a button, or let's start with a switch. A switch is a configurable two-state switch that can trigger other devices depending on the state or change on it. That's the switch, while the button is, as you can see in the description, a configurable button which can trigger other devices when pushed. Now I'm going to show you both of these, and I'm going to use the campfire or bonfire device to test this out. But in a nutshell, switch can do everything that the button can do, but it can do a lot more. While the button is basically just a customizable interact on trigger, nothing more. So with the switch you have basically two states, both of which can send information, let's call it like that, to other devices. But in the case of the button, you have just your kind of basic function of turning on something without the ability to turn it off. Now here is the switch and here is the button next to it, and I'm going to add two campfires so we can test both of these out. With the switch, when we go into the options, we have your basic options, but we also have advanced options which include the ability to add text and to change the look of the same switch. Let's use a lever. You have sound, allow interaction, limits on the interaction, cooldown time, classes, interaction radius, reset times, ability to add stuff that is mutually exclusive, additional options related to the players, and so forth. But you can see also that under functions there is a lot more things going on than in the case of button. Enable, disable, turn on, turn off, toggle state, and so forth. And in the case of events, the same thing applies. So we're going to add here, select device, we're going to go with campfire and set function to light. That's on turned on. On turn off, we're going to choose the same device, campfire, but set function extinguish. So now we would be able, there is this different type of switch, to do two things with a singular device. Now let's check out the button. Under all options, you have a slightly or significantly limited amount of options compared to a switch. And here is, you have a single interaction text because you have a single interactions, visibility, and the interact radius. When it comes to events, it can simply just send a single type of event, and we're going to do that to use the campfire and set functions to light. And that would be kind of the key difference between these two devices, that with a button you can do a single thing, with the switch you can do basically two things. Now let's try it out in the game. And here we are, so let's test out the first button here. And as you can see, on interact, it's turning on the fire. Let's test out the switch now. The fire is lit, but when we use it again, the fire is off. And there you have it. That's kind of the main difference between the button and the switch. The switch clearly a lot more powerful and diverse, button a simpler, more straightforward system of on-interact triggers, let's call it like that, that can be used in your level. Both devices are cool and functional, both have their roles, neither is better than the other, but it's important to understand what one does and what the other offers. By that I mean the switch device. There you have it, that's all for this video. Hopefully I managed to kind of clear up what is a button, what is a switch, and what are the main differences. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to support me, there is a bunch of ways how you can do that. You can buy my book on Amazon, which is my latest novel called The Sons of 901. It's an alternative history, sci-fi tech thriller. And of course, you can also become my Patreon supporter on Patreon, or you can simply subscribe to my channel and be here for my new videos, which is the cheapest, easiest, and fastest way to provide support for my channel. And I'm super grateful for any of these options you might choose. That's it for me. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day and have loads of fun in your Fortnite creative adventures. Bye bye.